What to do, my babies, and welcome back. We are on video number 3 of our portfolio building series. We're going to expand upon it today, talking about fundamental analysis and my process on how I analyze projects, what I look for to try to find the next 10 times coin, 100 times coin, and more importantly, just how to make money in general, how to pick the right coins. There are seemingly thousands, tens of thousands of coins. It can be much, it can be a lot. So we're gonna go over today my process, and I'm gonna kind of equate it to Kaspa. So I made a Kaspa video. There's me a year ago, and we all know what has happened to Kaspa since. I mean, it has blown up. It has become one of the strongest coins in this bear market. Thinking for yourself and critical thinking and fundamental analysis is important in any aspect of life. So why would it be any different with your investments, your money? Honestly, at the end of the day, you should trust no one with your money but yourself. If you listen to one of these charlatan crypto influencers out there, and you know who they are, if you rely on them for your financial advice, you are going to have a rough time. At the end of the day, your destiny is in your hands. Money is not going to just fall into your lap. You need to put in the work, including fundamental analysis. Not saying don't watch those guys, but you need to do your own research. There is always motivation behind any video that anybody does, myself included. Period. Whether it's financial gain, whether they're being paid by a certain project, or they're targeting a certain audience for engagement, or whether they're doing the fame and technique like myself. Enough on that, let's get into the video. Do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. And at the end of this video, if you want to be a part of a community, discord.gg, boy is that hard to see, /alpha Aere, hop on in, small tight-knit community where we're trying to teach you how to trade. Let's get into it. So in a nutshell, to conduct fundamental analysis of a crypto token, investors should research the project, assess the team behind the project, analyze the market and competition, evaluate the technology, monitor news and developments, community, their Twitter page, how active they are on GitHub. We're going to go over all this stuff. To get started, simply find a project that interests you. That part is important. I get asked all the time when I'm doing live streams to TA this coin or FA this coin. Just because I do not like a project, and there's lots of projects I don't like that other people like, doesn't mean that project's not going to go up in price. I just don't like the project. It's that simple. I don't have to like everything you like, and you don't have to like everything I like. That is the beauty of being human. Also, you don't have to like a project or think a project is good to make money on it. I mean, look at all the metaverse shit shows that came out last bull run, games and metaverses that no one was playing that ran up in price. It's the same thing now with Web3 gaming, right? I firmly believe that Web3 gaming is the next big sector to blow up, even though a lot of these projects are shit and games that nobody is playing and no one is going to play. Nakamoto Games, for example, is one of those. We've been talking about Nakamoto Games for a long time, and it has had a huge run up since November of 2022. It is up 1,376%. I do not care for this project, but I've made a shitload of money on it. And that's the thing, right? You don't have to particularly believe in the project to make money on it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to sit on hodl bags, but I will hop in and out of spot plays or futures plays, and I'm going to go where the money is. And I bring this up because sometimes fundamental analysis does not matter. Look at some of these meme coins out here that have blown up out of seemingly nowhere. Look at Shiba Inu, who's, developer, we don't know. It's an anonymous developer, has billions of dollars of Shiba Inu that he's trying to hide from the community. It blew up last bull market. So fundamental analysis will get you so far. Your gut analysis of the price action, will take you the rest of the way, is the point I'm trying to make here. So let's talk about how I fundamental analysis, and let's relate it to Kaspa. So probably the best site where you start is Coin Market Cap. I just type in whatever the crypto is. So Kaspa Crypto, click on Coin Market Cap. The beauty of Coin Market Cap is it gives you so much information, including who's behind the team, where you can buy it at, market cap, total supply, max supply. You can see some of the news that's going on with Kaspa, and you can get some key information to start you off, right? Who are the founders? What is Kaspa? What makes Kaspa unique? How many coins are in circulation? How is it secured? Where can you buy? Give you some related pages. So this is always typically where I start. So after reading the initial what is Kaspa, I like to move on to who are the founders? Who is behind the team? Now, in some DeFi projects, that is tough to do. They like to hide themselves. A lot don't, though. The founder of Kaspa was Jonathan Sampolinsky, a postdoc CS at Harvard and on the MEV research team. So his paper was actually cited in the Ethereum white paper by Vitalik. So I want to learn more about the team. So let's find Kaspa's website, because they should have the team listed on their website. So about Kaspa, you can go to contributors right there. Here we go. There's the founder. You can read all about the founder and then who is on the team as well as links to their LinkedIn profiles or Twitter profiles, so you can dig into them further. We can go down into core marketing, business development, and listings, community contributors as well. This is no different than researching and analyzing a traditional stock that you believe in, that interest you. I want to know who I am investing in by looking into who is behind the projects. Do I have faith in Jonathan? And we can actually take this one step further, right? So we can actually look. So let's copy his name. And let's go to YouTube. Let's see if we can't hear him speak. And I guarantee you, lots of interviews with Jonathan and other people. Does he speak intelligibly? Is he a smart person? Do you trust him? And I'm going to tell you, based on my research back a year ago, I did. The next thing that I want to look at after figuring out who the founders are, if I continue to like what I see, right? I go to the tokenomics. I want to see the distribution. Was it an ICO? Did they have VC funding? What was the process to launch the token? So on kaspa.org, you can actually go right to tokenomics right here and see a basic write-up of it. There's also a Medium post that I found. You can just Google all this stuff, right? So this is what I love. Kaspa is fair launch. No ICO, no vesting phase, no VCs, no pre-mine. Beautiful, beautiful. Max supply, 28.7 billion Kaspa, a mine coin, layer 1 proof of work coin, currently circulating 16.28 billion KAS. Current tax transaction fee is calculated as right there. Then you can read more and more about it. Pre-deflationary phase was the start of their main net in 2021. And then it goes on and you can read all about this, but this all spoke to me. I love no ICO, no VC coins. Perfect. That is what, my idea of decentralization looks like. There's a lot more to that, but generally speaking. Now let's compare it to Sol, which I'm sorry, Sol fans. These are just the facts, right? This doesn't mean you can't make money on Sol. And it doesn't mean that I don't trade Sol, because I do. But the tokenomics on it are terrible, as seen with Alameda controlling a giant portion of those funds and FTX, right? But look, almost 16% went to seed round investors, 2.63 to founding style investors, 5% to validator style investors, 2% to strategic style investors, only 1.6% to public auction style investors, 12.5% to team members, 12.5% to the Solana, and 38% to community reserve fund managed by the Solana Foundation. So foundation 20%, seed sale 25.6%, founding sale 20%, team 20%. This is a VC coin, right? So look, some investors are not amused by Sol's distribution because VCs and other private investors hold such a large share of Sol supply. This problem raises additional questions as to whether Solana is truly decentralized. Spoiler alert, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. I know you like this coin, some of you guys. It is what it is. And look, I mean, one of them has outperformed the other since November of 2022 by a lot. So one of them went up 70% since then. One of them is up 500% since then. You still made money. Congratulations. I'm not taking that away from you. I'm not saying you didn't, because I trade Sol. I perpetually future trade Sol. However, one of these projects is all performing the other since November of 2022. And I'm not saying VC money is a bad thing either. I mean, a part of my strategy to find tokens that are going to explode is by searching seed rounds and figuring out where VCs are putting their money. So Sol had a good run, a great run in 2021. Is it ever going to reach those all-time highs again? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Is it going to go up? Absolutely. I'm not taking that away from anyone. I'm not saying it's dead. It's not. It's going to go up. But I don't like the tokenomics. Period. I just don't. I don't believe in this project from a long-term hold standpoint, just because I don't believe in the tokenomics. I don't believe that, 50% of the token should be in the hands of VCs. In my opinion, that goes against everything crypto stands for. You can find tokenomics in a variety of ways. CoinGecko is a good spot. Not only can you do that, but you can search a lot of other stuff. I mean, tokenomics right there. Here's tokenomics of Ethereum. 16% with the foundation and early contributors. And then the crowd sale was 83.33%. A little better than Sol, right? Quite a bit better, but CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and then just Googling whatever, right? You want to know Cardano, tokenomics, CoinGecko, tokenomics. Staking rewards, 30.9% of it. The ICO is almost 60%. Team, 11.5%. And then we can kind of read more and more about it. There's going to be Medium articles, but you need to know the tokenomics behind a coin. So look, so far we know who the founders are, a brief write-up on what the project is. It piqued your interest. We looked into their tokenomics. We figured out where the money was going, where it is, where it's locked up. Next, we're going to take a look at the crypto commits. How active are the devs? How active are the developers on their GitHub commit history? So there are lots of sites to do this. One is CryptoMiso. I'm going to link a lot of these down below as well. CryptoMiso.com is one of them. You can actually go over to GitHub itself if you don't find your particular coin on here. It doesn't have them all. Matter of fact, this doesn't even have Kaspa on it today, and it actually doesn't have Cardano on it either. So go figure. So you sometimes have to do a little bit more digging. This has most of them, and it lists them by commit. So you can see ICP is very active, SushiSwap, Mina, Sol, but it's leaving a lot out. I don't know whether that's intentional or not. A lot of hate out there for Cardano's. Some of you guys probably know, but figuring out how active the dev team is, very important. Why wouldn't it be? Are they continuously working on the project? So can't find Kaspa on here. Can't find a lot of coins on here. I shouldn't say a lot, but it has a lot. I mean, look at this, right? But Kaspa not on here. I mean, Cardano not on here. Go figure, like I said. We need to Google Kaspa GitHub, click on it, and then we can see the repositories. We can see right here. So this is the full node and related libraries in their Rust programming language. We're going to click on it right here, and then we can see commits and activity. We can see that they were, active just as yesterday, right? They were active yesterday. And we can also see issues. We can see if the dev team is commenting on these issues, if they've been assigned, and it looks like they have. Then we can actually click on insights. You can search by all this stuff: contributors, network, forex, code frequency. We can actually click on commits. It's going to take a second to crunch the latest data. Sometimes you need to dig in, right? So I noticed that they don't have a lot of commits compared to a lot of the other blockchains. However, a lot of the other blockchains, commit every single tiny little code, whether it's like a colon in the wrong place or something. Kaspa does larger commits. So this is a typical Kaspa commit, where they could have broken this down into many, many, many different commits, but it went in as one commit. Does that make sense? So when you are on the main page of the GitHub, you can see these commits right here yesterday. We can click on it, and then we can actually drill in, right? And you can see what they did. That's a lot of commits to just have in one commit. That's a lot of subcommits in one commit, where a lot of other blockchains are going to have a commit for every single individual one. Let's take ICP as an example. We go to commits on ICP. Let's click on this one right here. And we can see it's just a single commit. So do you understand what I'm saying here? just a single one-line commit, whereas Kaspa's committing a bunch of stuff in one. So you got to kind of be careful there. But it's important to understand commits to know if the developers are actually working and doing anything, continuously making the project, their dream, better and true. Next thing I like to do is just news, right? So you can just type in Kaspa. We can click on news on Google right there and get all the news. So you can actually, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but you can sort by date. But you can also do a custom range. Like if you want to leave out the past 3 months, or you want to see what the news was last year, you can actually do that on Google here. So you can see what the past and the current news is on Kaspa. It wouldn't be a fundamental analysis without a price action analysis. So you definitely want to look at the price, T8, to the best of your ability, what it launched at, what it's currently at, is it any patterns? And then probably the most important thing for me is anyone talking about it? What is the social media presence? Is it trending? Has it trended? What does the Reddit community look like? Biggest thing we can do here, Kaspa, Twitter, I guess it's now called X, whatever. Go to it. How many followers do they have? 87K right there. Are they being interacted with? I mean, it looks like, right? I mean, they're getting lots of views. Partnerships, Tangem, Kaspa on their wallet here. Kaspa now live. Kaspa's on the move. New Kaspa wallet. Looks like their team there, very active in the space. Conferences, right? I mean, it's huge. World Digital Mining Summit. Miners love Kaspa. I mean, that was a huge draw for me too. So you want to check it out. You want to see Twitter mentions. You know, was it trending? Has it trended? Things like that. Not only that, but give them a follow. Give the founders a follow. Check their Twitters out as well. So for Twitter mentions, we can just type in Kaspa, or you can also do hash or like $tag KAS, but do them separately, right? I just want to see what people are saying. What are people talking about? What is the sentiment on Kaspa or whatever token, right? This is just, I'm using Kaspa as an example here. What is the sentiment? We can go to latest, people who are talking about it, media, lists, play around with this. What is the sentiment? What are people saying? Top of that, there are 2 sites that I use for my social media activity. What's trending? One is Sentiment, and both of these can be linked down below. And the other is Lunar Crush. Both are very, very powerful. So we can actually just type in KAS up in the search bar, click on it, and then here we go. We have Kaspa. Now we can add in social media metrics, price metrics, volatility, volume, market cap. Volume is huge, by the way. We can also talk about social dominance, Twitter news. We can just add this stuff to the chart. We'll apply for the new chart here, click on it. And here we go. So we got social dominance at Kaspa. We can add whatever we want. Telegram, social users, social volume, social, trending words rank. So you got to play with this stuff. This is how you spot coins like I did a year ago and made a boatload of money off of Kaspa and picked a winner. And we can see back when I started analyzing Kaspa and being put on to Kaspa, for the first time, it was starting to be talked about on Twitter. The volume was starting to pick up here. And I mean, then just look what happened. And remember, I got in way back here, and look at, this is where retail got in. So sentiment, a very powerful tool for analysis of any crypto project. Obviously, volume being incredibly powerful. The more volume that there is, typically speaking, the stronger the coin performs. And then the social media aspect on it. I don't know if you aren't using sentiment, you need to be using sentiment. The next one is Lunar Crush, where you can actually sort it by alt rank, which is a combination of price action and social media score, right? Social media presence. Again, here we can search for your particular coin you're looking into, Kaspa, for example, and it's going to give you social dominance, social contributors, number of shared links, spam volume, market cap, bullish sentiment, bearish, so much. Twitter volume, Reddit volume, Medium articles, YouTube volume. This stuff is so important. And you're going to have to play around with these. This isn't a video on Lunar Crush and sentiment. Play around with them. Drill in. Analyze your coins and see how the price moves with Reddit volume, Twitter volume, bearish, bullish sentiment, alt rank, check it out, play around with them. Check out their Reddit community. What are people saying? Kaspa, just Google Reddit Kaspa. Click on it. Here you go. Read the posts that people are making. What are people talking about? What's the hype? Check it out. So far, right? We've talked about figuring out who the founders are. What are the tokenomics behind the project? What's the distribution? What's the ICO method? How did they launch? Who's got the tokens? Is it Alameda Research? Is it FTX holding a bunch of the tokens you're going to be screwed on later? What are the crypto commits? What is the past and present news on it? Price action. We talked about social media presence and how important that is, because I'm going to tell you what, you can have the best tokenomics in the world, most crypto commits in the world. You can have everything else going perfectly for you, but if no one's talking about your project, if it's not trending, if there's not a community there, no one's going to buy the project. The next thing that you do is the actual project details. You need to dig in. This is like the final step. What is the project? What does it do differently? What does it do better? Then it's competition. Who are its competition? Who is competition to Kaspa, right? Is it Bitcoin Cash? Is it Bitcoin itself? Is Kaspa silver if Bitcoin's gold? Who else is calling themselves the silver? That's what you need to look into. And what sets Kaspa aside? What is Kaspa different than everyone else? Is it the community? Is it a certain type of technology? Is it that they're overcommitting or they're committing more? What separates this project from its competitors? Like I said, once you've done all of this stuff, it's time to dig into the actual project details. And after that, if you believe in it, you think the price is going to go up, and you have conviction, you invest. In a nutshell, this is my fundamental analysis process. Tokenomics, commits, past, present news, price action, social presence, actual project details. A lot of you guys know that I like to find a lot of my plays on altcoins by simply searching social media presence. What's being talked about? Are we seeing an uptick in volume on social media mentions? And is volume following suit? We're about to have an explosion. Is money flow flowing in? But I also like to look for shorts based off of what has already ran, what's been trending, what's everyone talking about on Twitter, right? Maybe Rune had a 20% run up and it's time for a correction. But this is my process in a nutshell. Generally speaking, I'm going to list all these sites down below here, as well as a link to my how-to technical analysis series. This is my how to, build a portfolio series. This is a good one too. Check it out. But that's all I got. Hop in Discord, guys. Discord.gg/alpha-aere. Make sure you thumbs up the video. It helps me out. Small growing channel. And I appreciate you guys. That's it. Hopefully you learned something. Bookmark these links. Throw it into a folder on your bar, right? Throw it into a folder. Keep yourself nice, neat, and organized so you know where to go when you need to look into a coin. Appreciate you guys. I'm Aere. We'll catch you later.